Check, check. There it is. Ha, 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 ha. On this very late Monday game. We've explained it twice, but obviously it does no good if no one's there to hear us because there was no audio. But the game before us had a very big student broadcast team, so we could not even get things set up until our game had just about started. And Harriton just scored their second goal of this game. We're at 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first period. I think, how many did you count in that production team?
There were 17 student people trying to broadcast the previous game, and Kennett is not matching up here in the defensive zone. They're leaving people wide open in the slot, and it's 2-0.
Shortledge will go across ice there to put that in. Colin Kelly will chase down behind the net. Harriton player ridden up against the boards, but he gets by. All the way down behind the net. Kuchnot and Kelly come together with him. They'll get it over. Shortledge will feed it up for Colin. Colin across center ice. He's got DeWitt with him. Turnaround opportunity there. Fans on that. Shortledge will come in and feed it back down. Kelly puts it to the middle looking for DeWitt, but he was well checked there. Kuchnot from the blue line. Gets it through the slot. DeWitt picks it up in the corner. Put that in front, bounces through the blue paint and in. So Kennett able to climb into this one. The scoreboard's got all kind. There we go. They got it right. So Kennett now trails Harriton by a score of 2-1.
There was something going on the bench here. I didn't even see what happened because there was I don't know. There was some yelling and unhappiness on the bench that I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Right off the play. Amat all the way in, drops it there. Shot gets caught up in front. Looks to clear, but kept in there along the boards. Amat wraps it all the way around. Work for it there on the near side. Fisher rides his man behind the net. He's finally able to move it up the boards and out of their zone. I'll come and pick that up from behind his goal line. The pass up gets past Mott all the way down into the Harriton end. They'll go D to D. Battle along the boards there in the neutral zone. Harriton's able to come away with it and head in. Steps around one, gets the shot, and gets by and scores. And there's number 21, Sean Tuke, who we had mentioned from the previous game was out as a result of a suspension. And at least on the score sheet, he is one of their more dangerous players. And he demonstrated it right there.
Yeah, there's only a couple players on this team that Kennett should be concerned about. He's one of them. But this is a good matchup for Kennett. I think Kennett could easily win this game. They're struggling right now, but.
Out to the middle, Vitale picks it up there. He'll chip it in and chase himself. He's got Neiman with him, and Heinzelman. Heinzelman down low for Neiman. Tries to put it through, goes through a few bodies. Almost got to Hayes. Trying to look for an outlet pass behind, but it goes the length of the ice, and that'll be icing.
I think on a player like, what are we saying his name is, Tuke?
Yes.
Tuke. You can't give a big gap and let him have space. You need to just be close to him and put your stick in the lane and just make it hard for him to
big turnaround shot there. Caught up in pads. They always say time and space, right?
Yeah, I mean, people get scared when they see somebody with skill, but you've got to step up on him and put your stick in his lane. And
Neiman puts it in from center ice, and he'll head off on a change. That's one of the other players they need to watch out for. That's number 10, Rabinowitz. Rabinowitz feeds it out to the middle. Good coverage there from Kennett to pick that up. Heinzelman feeds it up just out of DeWitt's range. Nope, no, that's Cameron Brown. It's the white helmet threw me off. I'm used to Mr. DeWitt being the only one out there with a white helmet. Nate Kelly heads up through center ice. Chips it in, goes up over the net, hits the glass. Kept in at the blue line there. Kelly tried to pinch down, but comes off the boards, and
comes Tuke.
Hayes made a good play on him, keep him on the outside. Hayes picks it up. Kept in work there along the boards. Tuke with it. He looked to step out front, has one sitting there, but this player wasn't ready for that. On the way down and in, no icing there. Colin Kelly will pick it up and head out. Headed up looking for Tamman. That got just by him. John will get to it from the red line and chip it up to Colin. Colin Kelly from the corner. All the way through. Rabinowitz jumps in it. He gets up in front, gets the shot. Big save there from Mott. Was underneath Shortledge. He's able to get it up to the line, but kept in. Player down low all alone. I think that's that coverage you were talking about. They got to watch those players sneaking out in front.
Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on there. It's a 3-on-3 down low. It's the center and 2D, and they've got to match up, and they're not right now for whatever reason.
Harriton will put that in. Most of their team will head off on a change. Got all the way up. Oh.
I think we have a penalty here. Add too many men, maybe?
So Mazzaga from Harriton will sit for 2 minutes for roughing. He didn't like that call from the...
He did not, but the ref gave him a very detailed description of what he did. I like that from a ref when he just says, you know what? You put your stick between his legs and you punched him in the face. That's a roughing. Not taking any lip from a 16-year-old. Right? It's like, shut your mouth. Go to the box. You did it.
Power play opportunity here for Kennett. They get set up. Kuchnana feeds it all the way across. Oh, poked away there. Chipped back in. Ganley, Fisher, and Mott. Nate Kelly and Nate Kuchnana the defense. Kuchnana shot through. Goaltender saw that all the way. Pad saved into the corner. From behind, put it out in front. Great opportunity there. Right in the midsection of Zangarelli is in goal today for Harriton. We'll hang on to that.
That was a nice play there out of the corner, but that shot from Kuchnana at the point, there was no traffic in front. The goalie could see it all the way, and he's going to stop that 100% of the time.
The boards and chip down before there gets past the blue line. All the way down Rabinowitz. Steps in, gets the shot, and scores one shorthanded with under a minute left here in the first period. Face off there. Kept in at the blue line, drop for Cucinotta. We'll feed one into the far corner. Shot there from Hayes. Zangarelli's able to hang on to that. Under 30 seconds remaining here in the first period. If the scoreboard's right, Kennett trails 3-1. I thought it was 4-1.
Yeah, I think it's 4, right? I'm surprised at the offensive explosion here from Harriton. I think it's 4, but the scoreboard is slow here.
Sits there in the slot. They battle for it. Poked at it, but stays out of the net. Harriton picks it up. They'll send it the length of the ice. Comes and sets that up. He's a look to send that all the way down. It's knocked out of the air by Neiman. Rubinowitz gets it up to the line. They lean on each other there. And there's the buzzer ending the first period. So after one, Kennett finds themselves in a hole, trailing Harriton by a score of 4-1. We'll step aside for a second. I'll see if I can get some of these technical difficulties squared away because of our late start. See if we can get some graphics put up for everyone. And we'll be back in just a moment. Right, and we are underway once again. I know our feed's a little bit choppy. We were trying to fix that. We may have to take a pause in the broadcast in our next intermission and see if we can feed up. Turn around in front. Puck sat there for a moment. Goaltender's able to cover that up. There was some I don't know if it's motivational talk or how you would want to describe it there on the bench between periods.
I think there were two messages. One was stop waving your stick like a magic wand and take the body because your magic wand isn't working. And number two, there's only 2 players on this team that can hurt us, and we're giving them way too much time and space to do that.
Paige, was that because you said it that they was hurt down there?
Nope, I'm just listening to the coaches. We have a good vantage point here to hear everything that's being said.
Not that I think it matters where you're at. That anybody in here could hear it.
Yeah, it's true. But I think it's a pretty obvious. I think anybody watching would say the same thing.
Up there, chipped ahead. DeWitt gets to it, tried to get that to Shortledge, but it was cut off. Almost kept in at the line there, but finally pushed back out. DeWitt from his end, he'll send it to the middle. Cucinotta couldn't get that, it was behind him. Worked at the line. Back and forth, finally back out to the middle. Kept in there.
I think that was offside, but
Kelly
I'll
able
take
to
it.
reach back out from the corner, up to Ganley. Ganley's shot there was muted. Harriton will send it the length of the ice, and that'll be icing.
So I have an important question for you, Ed. What date, what month and day is it appropriate to play Christmas songs on the radio?
Well, I know this was one of the things that my daughter and I were talking about the other day. We were in the car, and I think it was a couple days before Thanksgiving. Good shot there from Ganley. Goaltender was able to pull that out of the air. And so it was a couple days before Thanksgiving, and I went to a Christmas channel, and I immediately was like, nope, too soon. So for me personally, Black Friday.
I think December 1st is the earliest. It's got to be in the month of Christmas before you play the songs.
All right. So you're not in that right after Halloween? It's
No. No.
a couple of good opportunities there from Kennett. Big pad saves.
It's like having your anniversary before you're even married. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you can't have Christmas before Thanksgiving. Maybe that was a bad analogy, but
Mott leans on his man in the corner. Fisher comes in to assist. Put out in the middle. Great opportunity there. Ganley tried to get that shot off. Hesitated just long enough. They were able to kind of get a stick on that. So he didn't get all of that. But some good early opportunities here from Kennett. Might have been as a result of that little pep talk between periods.
Luke Ganley is the 4th Ganley to play for Kennett High School. He's the youngest of 4. They've all played.
Henry took a shot there from the blue line. Goaltender was able to make that save, but wasn't quite sure he had it. A quick glance behind him. Another opportunity in the offensive zone here for Kennett.
I think this is a bad matchup for Kennett here with Tuke on the ice here.
Number 18, Shen. He was a pretty good player in that last game we played. I think he did most of the scoring for them that previous outing. Henry goes hard off the glass. That gets by everybody and all the way down. Icing is waved off. Tamman, first one there. Cameron Brown with him. Mott comes out and plays that. Henry leans on his man. Outside of the net. They try to bring it out in front. Mott denies that. It goes all the way the length of the ice, and that will be icing. 13:28 remaining here in the second period. Kennett still trails. Score of 4-1.
So Tate came home maybe a week or two ago, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, my friend asked me to go to the concert, a concert with him." And I said, "Okay, like what concert?" He's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Well, give me some details and let me know what's going on." So he's like, "All right, I'm going to this punk rock band concert in Philly at a church." And I said, "That makes no sense." So we called the parents, and sure enough, it's true. He's been there before. He knows all the people there. And I'm like, well, if he's going to do something bad, he could do it in Kennett. He doesn't have to go to Philly. So I guess you can go. And he went, and it was just weird. I don't know what church hosts a punk rock concert, but there's one in Philly in Rittenhouse Square that does.
All right. Yeah, I agree. That would have seemed a little off for me as well. Mazzarelli over to Rabinowitz. Step in, tries to make a move on Cucinotta. Forces him to the outside. Battle for it there. Heinzelman able to get it, and he'll move it out to center ice. Well, the number on that one defenseman is 69, which on my sheet shows as Kyle Kanzinger, but the name is blacked out. Good steal there from Heinzelman. With an opportunity, takes the shot, but that goes high and wide.
Penalty coming up.
Referee makes the call. Number 10, Rabinowitz. He'll sit. What was the call? Did you see?
I don't know. I was listening to Coach Richmond. He was telling Mott, the goalie, he was instructing him when the referee's arm goes up, he's got to skate to the bench, even though I think it was 3 seconds between the arm going up and the whistle, but I think it was a hook.
Face-off goes all the way down. Mott plays that and sets it up for Cucinotta. Hopefully Kennett can do something with this power play. On the last one, they were actually gave up a goal, shorthanded, at the end of the first period. Cucinotta across center ice and in. Gets around a couple. It's finally knocked off his stick by Shen. Wrapped in behind. Colin Kelly with it there, but that was stripped off of his. All the way up along the boards. That gets by Schillinger out into the middle. Shortledge steps by one check. All the way around behind. Feeds it up to Cucinotta. Speed around looking for an open lane.
Got to get somebody, yeah, there we go, below the goal line.
Drops it back down for Colin Kelly. Shortledge, just chip it back down low. Cucinotta there, try to get it to DeWitt. Hayes, opportunity there. Goaltender made the initial save, and then it drifts wide. Put out to the middle. Great backhand opportunity. Second shot and in. Kennett capitalizes on the power play. And now cuts the lead in half, trailing Harriton by a score of 4-2.
Nice shot by Nate DeWitt there. Kennett was, they were struggling a little bit there. We always want to have somebody below the goal line, kind of like in lacrosse. I don't know if anybody plays lacrosse, but the coach always says go to X. X is behind the net. And when you set up behind the net, you can have a lot of good offensive opportunities coming from behind where a goalie can't see you.
Where the treasure's buried, X.
That's right.
Fed all the way down through. No icing. Wrapped up and around. Ganley from the near corner. He'll chip it up to center ice. Mott feeds it up to Hayes. He's tried to take a shot that hit a body in front. Ganley was checked in, so it's forced out to the blue line.
Oh, no.
Rabinowitz gets by one. He's got step, feet over. Great save there by Mott. 2-on-1 opportunity for Harriton. Mott denies that. Chip that at their neutral zone. Currently put back over. Henry feeds up to Mott. Go wide, drop it off for Ganley. Ganley takes the shot. That hits a skate. Goes near side. Hayes winds up, puts that in. Ganley back to Mott. He tried to go back to Ganley, but he wasn't ready for that. Henry puts it up and in. Offsides, they need to touch up. Good pressure there. Puck knocked out of the air. Back up. Mott across the line. He's stood up. Fumbled that up. Hayes steps in, takes that shot. That was going high, but the goaltender will pull that out of the air and glove it and hang on. 9:14 remaining here in the second period. Kennett trails by a score of 4-2.
This game is it's very winnable, Ed. We're down 2 goals, but there's not a big talent discrepancy here. Kennett should be easily come back in this game.
Turnaround shot there from Kuchnata goes wide. Heinzelman up to Schillinger. He'll take that, batted down. Kuchnata rolled that back down low. Heinzelman and Neiman. Talley comes in and puts a shoulder in. Rolls up to Kuchnata. Kennett doing a good job keeping it in the zone. Finally rolled back down. Shen will pick that up. Good aggressive play there by Heinzelman, forcing that. Harriton's finally able to roll it out the center ice. Schillinger over to Kuchnata. Skate around one at center ice, tied up at the blue line, but still comes to him, gets the shot off. Deflected up and out of play, and we get a whistle. 8:09 to go here in the second period.
This game reminds me of the Flyers game a couple nights ago. They played the Capitals, right? And when you play the Capitals, who do you have to watch out for?
Ovechkin, of course.
Ovechkin, right? So who scores the game-winning goal?
I would say Ovechkin.
Ovechkin, right? So it's 3-on-3. Like, don't let that guy score. Like, they have 2 players, number 10 and 21. Like, don't let them score. Like, let the other guys, if they're going to beat you, let the other guys do it, but not those 2, right? So it drives me nuts. Like, for Ovechkin, why is he wide open on 3-on-3 to score a goal? Like, he's the second most best goal scorer in the history of the league. Like, just skate with him. Like, put your stick on a stick and don't let him get away. Same thing with these guys. Like, why are we letting these guys get around us for odd man situations? Like, here we go.
Rabinowitz off the face-off picks that up.
Good body by Kelly there.
See, and that was exactly what I know that they were talking about between periods was, I mean, you've got to play physical and lean up against these players, because if you just let them, like you said, waving that stick as a magic wand, they're going to go right around you.
That was a good play by Nate Kelly. It's exactly what you have to do. You don't have to, like, punish them or board them. Just put your body in between them and the puck and don't let them around you. That's what he did.
Shen dumps that in from the blue line. He goes up the boards. Rabinowitz read that play. Down below. Put out, goes off a skate up to the blue line. Looking for Shen. Gets it over, steps out in front. Big save there from Mott. Rabinowitz. He's taken down on the play. And that will be a penalty. And Zaga picks it up. Delayed penalty here on Kennett. Extra attacker on, finally played. Eddie Henry plays that, and I think he's actually going to sit for 2 minutes for tripping.
Whose kid is that? Yours.
Yep. I think that's a place he's not used to seeing.
That's true. If he were in the NHL, he would probably win the Lady Byng as the most gentlemanly player in the league.
So 7:13 here in the second period. Kennett trails by 2. Harriton, quick shot there off the face-off. We need to kill this off.
And I do have car wash questions for you, Ed.
All right. Well, I think our feed's gotten a little bit better, so we'll probably answer your questions as we get through this. Rabinowitz surveys. Down low. Tries to get right back to him. Puck sits there. They battle for it in front. Somehow that stays out.
That was a nice give and go by Harriton. You got to watch that on a power play. Go down in the corner and then streak to the net and give it right back and shoot. That's what they did. That's a tough one to stop. Good play by Mott.
So they got it out of the zone and whistled, and they're bringing it back in. Did that go up into the...
Yeah, that hit the backup goalies on the bench. I think that should come out. That should be a neutral zone faceoff, I think. But
good work there from Schillinger to clear that out.
But I'm not a certified referee, so I...
DeWitt racing over, catches a stick to the head. Good pressure there. Pushed down from behind. He draws the penalty there. So good aggressive play from DeWitt. Gets the ire up on the Harriton team. So the retaliation goes, and actually looks like they're going to send them both. Nope. Nate assumed he was going to the box, so he just started heading over, but got waved off. So Kanzinger will sit for 2 minutes. That'll nullify the remaining man advantage for Harriton. So they'll skate 4 aside for the next minute 10. Then Kennett will have an abridged power play. Coach Joe is looking for a little bit more than the single penalty.
Yeah.
Referee explained again in detail that's you got it. That's all you're getting.
Coach Joe better watch what he's saying because he might get a penalty here. I would say, like, if I'm a player, unless the referee, like, tells me exactly what's going on, I would never put myself in the box.
There's all kinds of conversation going on down there.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
Well, as far as I know, it's 4-on-4 for a minute 10. Good shot there. Goes off the outside of the net. Fisher works on Yee there. Goes down. Yee's able to get it. Goes up the boards and clears it all the way out. Kuchnat will come up and pick that up. Circle back. Kuchnat goes across the blue line through center ice. Trying to throw a body. He avoids most of that check. Stays with it. Just down below. Still with the puck behind. Tries to go all the way up, but it was number 8, Bryce Siegel, who was able to get that out. In across the line. Hayes with it. Gets the shot. Goaltender will hold that in the midsection and get the whistle. 19 seconds remaining on Eddie Henry's tripping minor. Then Kennett will pick up a short power play.
I guess what I was trying to say is Nate DeWitt was going to put himself in the penalty box, and as a player, I would never go there unless the referee, like, specifically grabbed me and said, go in there, because he didn't do anything, so I don't know why he went in there.
Kelly goes all the way across. Hayes with it. Hayes puts it to the middle. Goaltender is able to smother that. He had Colin Kelly right on top of him looking for the rebound, but no rebound to be found. 8 more seconds remaining on the Henry minor. Rabinowitz able to pick that up. Goes down, looks for some open space. Try to check that away from him. Kennett now on the short power play. Nate Kelly all the way up and through. We'll dish it into the corner. Mott leaned on there. Harriton gets the loose puck and sends it all the way down. Sent all the way across. Ganley steps in across the line. Gets the shot, hits a body, and they're able to clear up. Rabinowitz actually picks it up and heads down. Kuchnata lost his stick.
Did he run into the referee there? Is that how he lost it? How did he lose his stick?
I'm not sure. I don't think anybody was near him at the time. Finally regathers that. Trying to send it up, looking for Mott. Finally gets through center ice, but right to a Harriton player. All the penalties are done, so we're back to five-a-side hockey. All the way across to Mott. He was looking to try to get that back to Ganley, but that was deflected away. Harriton up and in. Duke with it. He gets the shot. That goes wide. Shen puts it back down low. Duke with it there. He's leaned on up against the side, goes down. Harriton bench looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it. Moved out to the middle. Mott chips it into the offensive zone. Chase it down himself. Shen with it there. Shen up along the side, far side boards. It's past Kuchnata. Heinzelman there. Finally into the zone. To try to cut to the middle, but Heinzelman stays right on him. Rolled back down low. Kuchnata picks that up. He'll shovel off to the middle. That was behind Vitale, so nothing he could do there. Shen and Kuchnata come together at the blue line. Neiman into the far side. He avoids that check. Takes the angle shot. That goes all the way up. Henry jumps in. Takes a shot, but that goes wide. Neiman tries to backhand that down low. Cut off there. Tally. Ooh, opportunity there. Tried to pick up the deflected shot, but up and into the middle. Good poke check there. Heinzelman through center ice. Takes the shot from the blue line. Zangarelli hangs on. 2:14 remaining here in the second period. Kennett trails by 2. Tam and Brown and Showers come in to take this. Hayes and Henry, the defense pair. Rolled down low. Harriton goes all the way up. Rabinowitz picks it up, and he'll skate down. Good defensive play there by Hayes. He rubs him out into the corner.
I think Coach Richmond's saying what I'm saying. Rabinowitz, don't, when he has the puck, go get him. Don't just let him skate around and dance around and do his little whatever he does.
Rabinowitz with it there. Stand him in, forced in, offsides. I think if they keep that up too, they may get him frustrated and may actually get him to go to the box, because you can tell that he's not happy when they play him physically.
Not many players are.
Him, and then as we mentioned, too, on the last one, Heinzelman really played him well down in that corner.
Yeah.
Neutral zone draw. Kennett wins that. Goes all the way across for Schillinger. Kelly plays it back. Kuchnata. Over to Shortledge. Drops it for Schillinger. He'll step in. Takes that shot off. Easy save there. Zangarelli, and he'll cover up. So the referee just explained to the Kennett bench that he does not want to hear any kind of comments from the assistant coaches or players regarding the play from the referees or calling or lack thereof. If he has any questions, it's to come from the head coach and the head coach only, which is actually a little unique because usually at the high school level, they only want to hear from players. They let the captain of the team and the assistants kind of talk to them, and they really don't want to hear from anybody else. But okay.
Well, I know they don't want to hear from all the players
No,
and,
definitely
and all
not.
the coaches because they just don't want to hear that.
Harriton down in the Kennett end. Trying to put that back up into the slot. All the way down, kept in. Puck deflected. DeWitt picks it up. He'll head down and go wide. All the way behind, tried to feed that up. Looked like it went off a stick. Harriton's able to pick it up. Head the other direction. Last few seconds of the second period tick away here. And there's the buzzer ending this one. So 2 now in the books. Much better period for Kennett there. So what are your car wash questions?
All right, so a couple things. It's not really about the car wash itself, but so I'm a Breaking Bad fan. And I'm not asking you or implying that you're doing this, but is a car wash a good money laundering enterprise?
If you watch Breaking Bad, you could do it in that regard because if you remember, because in the show, the way it would happen is you would have Skylar, who
Right.
would have a conversation with no one and pretending that someone was there, so she would ring in a transaction that never took place. So obviously that means that it's recording money that's not there.
Right.
With the kind of car wash that I have and the way most of them work these days is it's done through a pay station.
It's all digital, right?
It's all
not cash. Like the
Well,
cash.
there is cash. I don't like it because it's just a pain to deal with. But
Yeah.
even still, it's all electronic. So there's not, at least in the model that I have,
Okay.
it's not something you could do very easily. Yeah, if you want to a person doing it, it's the human element.
So if I go to a car wash and it's all cash, that's pretty much a money laundering business.
If it's all cash and there's no electronic device
Yes.
that's taking it,
Correct.
yeah, that could be a way to.
Shady.
Yeah, well, I mean, it would be a way that you could skim if you wanted to.
And my second question is, could she money launder that much money? Because Walter White had a lot of money to launder.
I mean, I don't know what kind of car wash volume they have in, what was that, New Mexico?
Albuquerque?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very dusty out there.
Hey,
I don't know. I've always wondered that.
no, I would get that question frequently, especially with the bald head, and which actually not that way right now, but
So what about a casino like Ozark? You could launder money there.
again, I think that if it's anything that's not done by a machine that has humans involved, yeah.
So do you have any plans of opening a casino or
No, I do not.
sticking to car washes right now?
No, car washes are.
Okay.
Third period about to get underway. In our car washing, money laundering, second intermission conversation.
Somebody's got to do it, I guess, Ed, right?
Good feed in. Mott steps in, hesitates, tries to take a shot. That's blocked in front. Ganley along the far side. He's got Fisher there with him. Battle for the puck there. Finally knocked away, sent into the slot. She tried to backhand that down low. Tuke with it. He loses it at the blue line. Finally caught up in Fisher. He knocks it out of his equipment. Back to Tuke. He tries to make the move. Puts it down low. Backhand in front. No one there for it. Kennett's able to grab it. Cucinato will skate up and out. Steps in across the blue line. He's got a few to beat. Not able to hang on to that. Oh, goaltender came out to play it. Puck rolled right through. A lot of open net, and it stays out. Fisher, turnaround shot. Far side there. Another opportunity. Good deflection in front, but that stays out of the net and goes wide. Up to the blue line. Schillinger over to Cucinotta in the circle. He tries to put it in. Goaltender makes that save. Good work here from Kennett early in the third period. Schillinger from center ice. He'll play that across. Fisher gets it over to Mott. He'll turn around and head in. Sent over there. Ganley with the shot. Goaltender makes the save. Rebound sat there momentarily. Schillinger, he'll chip it down low and head off on a line change. Rolled all the way up and around. Harriton's able to lift that and move it out to center ice. Henry races over to get it there. He goes over to Kelly. Back to Henry. Up the center ice. Colin Kelly in across the blue line. Drop there for Ganley. Ganley takes the shot. That goes wide. DeWitt rolls back down for Colin. He'll feed it up. Ganley tried to go backhand himself, but good play there. Body's there, finally put up. Kelly keeps that in, tries to take the shot. That's deflected. Henry pinches down low. He'll chip it into the middle. Turnaround there from Ganley, hits a body. Good knockdown there. With it, he can't settle that puck. Chips around and skates. Harriton with it. They'll send it the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. Good, strong early play here from Kennett in the third period as they look to close that gap.
Did you see the in the NFL yesterday, the Rams football coach in the first quarter, he was turning around to say something to one of his players, and his player ran out into the field and just cold-cocked him in the head, knocked off his headset. I think he gave him a concussion. Did you see that, Ed?
I did not.
It was crazy. The player didn't even know that he did it, but the coach was totally dazed, and I've never seen that before.
Colin Kelly, good check there, holds on to the puck, puts it out. Bennett's able to knock that down. He skates to it himself. Good play there, turnaround shot, goaltender makes that save. Rebound comes back. Kelly with it in the corner. Benowitz works on him, but keep that away from him momentarily. Finally lifted up and out into the neutral zone. Schillinger gathers up there. Up to DeWitt. DeWitt across the blue line, and he'll chip it in and chase it down himself behind the net. Colin Kelly, good play there. Away with the puck, sends it all the way up. Schillinger gets the shot, finally goes through and in. Hard work from Kennett pays off, and they now only trail by one. 13:24 to go in the third period.
That's number 2 for DeWitt tonight here. I think this line has all 3 goals. DeWitt, Kelly, and Shortledge. I think Nate has 2 and Tate has 1.
Heinzelman, Neiman, Vitale come out for the face-off. Bodies get knocked down. Puck chipped around there. Cucinotta gathers up the puck. He'll send it up to Vitale at the center ice. He'll chip it in.
Again, Ed, this is a winnable game for Kennett. They should win this game.
Vitale goes down on that play. Puck sent all the way down. Mott was thinking that was icing. No coming. Work for it at the blue line. Puck went in offsides. Cucinotta picks it up and he'll skate down. Draw pass. Vitale turnaround shot. That goes wide. Heinzelman bodies a man off that play. Sends it to the other side. Hayes backhands it down low. From behind the net. Harriton puts that way up in the air, all the way down the Kennett end. Not enough for icing. Hayes from the circles. Heads it all the way up, but that one's cut off. Nate Kelly picks it up, and he'll skate down through center ice, over the blue line. Takes the shot. Goaltender will stick that into the corner. Wrapped all the way up and around. Good active sticks there from Kennett.
Yeah, good stick there by Mott. That's why your coach always tells you keep your stick on the ice. Block up the passing lanes. That's what Mott did.
Picked up for behind. Mott with it. Tries to skate out in front. Battled in for it. Sits there. Another good opportunity for Kennett here in this third period. Katzinger first in the corner. Tries to put that out into the blue paint. Knocks it up. Mott will pick it up and skate out. Cross center ice and in. Had two players to deal with, so he'll just chip it down low. Fisher there. From behind, comes out in front, sat in the blue paint, but pushed out of harm's way. Ganley tries to roll that up. Hayes comes down to pinch that. Gets help from Fisher. Rolled down low. Puck comes right out in front again, all the way through. Harriton's able to pick up the loose puck and go down. Penalty upcoming here. Matthew Hayes will sit for 2 minutes. Hooking is the call. Power play opportunity here for Harriton. Big kill for Kennett. DeWitt, Cucinotta, Colin Kelly, and Schillinger. Shot there off the face-off. Mott's able to make that. Schillinger goes all the way up around the boards. DeWitt's there, but thought Yee kept it in, but offsides is whistled.
I see over here across from us, there's I think St. Joe's is practicing after our game. Practice time, 11:15 p.m. How would you like that?
No, thank you.
No.
No, that was the big complaint, though, with this game is between the 9:45 start time and the fact that we're here at the Skatium. I'm always one to say late or far, not both. Pick one. But the league doesn't listen to me when it comes to game scheduling, so nothing there. Siegel in across the line, loses that. DeWitt's able to get a stick on it, and he'll send it the length of the ice. Minute 20 remaining on the Hayes minor. Good work there down low. Kelly with it.
I think Kennett needs to try to get some offense here on this penalty kill and not just dump it down. They need a goal.
Tuch will skate up and out. Goes up to the point. Shen with it there. Shen will go far corner. Put out in front, all the way across. Tuch with it. He gets the shot. Mott made the initial save, gathers up the rebound, and will hang on. 47 seconds remaining on the Hayes minor. Fisher, Nate Kelly, Mott, and Henry out for the second half of this penalty kill. Face-off win there by Harriton. Tries to get it over. Looking for Gonzaga. Couldn't handle that. into the corner. Fisher and Rabinowitz work on it there. It's forced out to the middle. We're down to the final 30 seconds. Rabinowitz up to Matzaga. All the way across Katzinger, but he got turned around at the blue line, so offsides. Canley heads out on the ice. It looks like they've got it set up for a single defenseman, knowing that Hayes is coming out in about 10 seconds. Rabinowitz strips it off of Kelly there, gets the shot, and in the final seconds of that power play, Harriton able to go up by 2 once again.
That can't happen, Ed. 11 seconds until you get your man back right off the face-off. It's a tough one there.
Schillinger from his blue line. Off the stick of Ganley. Harriton chips it back the other direction. Fisher gathers up at center ice and will skate in. Ganley and Mott with him, goes all the way through the blue paint. Mott lost an edge. Schillinger up and out. Kennett in. Fisher takes the shot. Zangarelli's able to glove that, and he'll hang on. .7:54 remaining here in the third period. Kennett trails by a score of 5-3. Face off in the corner. Shen with it there. Able to move the puck up and out. Schillinger takes a whack at that, but Shen gathers up again. Bodied by Mott. Schillinger works in the corner. Puck squirts out. And he tries to get that up for Fisher. Finally chipped out to the far end. Kuchinada knocks that away from Shen. Tries to make the move. Tuke was able to pull that away from him. Tuke with the puck down low. Goes all the way across. Schillinger tried to race in to get that. Up there for Fisher. Goes back to Schillinger. Rink wide for Kuchinada. In across the blue line. Tries to get by a few. Puck drifts in. Zangarelli, and he'll cover up. 6:50 to go here in the third period.
So I'm going to go to the Flyers here for a second. They've lost 10 games in a row. Now, this is the third time, I think, in the last calendar year. It's hard to lose that many games in a row unless you just don't have any talent. And I think the Flyers just don't have any talent. I mean, they're in a bad spot right now.
I don't think anybody expected much out of them. They actually started off not too bad, and there was a glimmer of hope, and that quickly diminished.
Even the players that are hurt and on long-term injured reserve, like, they just have a dearth of talent in that organization right now.
Zaga tries to feed that out. Kennett gathers up. 3-on-2. Hayes in. Hesitates, takes the shot, goes far side, was looking for Vitale, but was behind him. Chip back down low. Puck rolled all the way up. Kelly pinches to keep that in. Fed all the way across. Tried to get it to Hayes, but that's cut off. All the way down, gets the shot, Hits the glass behind. Tally gathers up. Cuts to the middle. Another opportunity there. Stick save by Zangarelli in the corner. Shoulder by Kelly. He's able to shrug most of that off. Fed back up to the middle. Good active stick sent down the other direction. Colin Kelly across the line. Tries to cut to the middle. He's got two players to go through. Goes down, takes one with him. Leans on a man in the corner. He's got Heinzelman there with him. Comes away with it. Up to the point. Nate tries to go far side with it. It's caught up in a skate. Heinzelman has it there. Skates back around. Puts a shot in. Zangarelli's able to glove that, and he'll squeeze it. 4:52 remaining here in the third period. Kennett still trails by 2. Colin Kelly comes in to take this draw. Good win back. DeWitt had it caught up in skates. He's able to wrap it down low. He tries to center that. Backhand opportunity for DeWitt. Gets another opportunity. That goes wide. Cucinato put it down low. DeWitt. That gets by Shortledge. Harriton's able to gather up the loose puck, and they'll send it the length of the ice. Schillinger. That's knocked off at DeWitt's stick, but into the zone offsides. Cucinato shrugs off a check there. Leaned on in the corner. Backhand into the middle. Shortledge with an opportunity. Had to try and dig that out of his skates. Forced into the corner. Knocked down there. Battle for it along the boards. Colin Kelly with possession. Turnaround, puts it right through the slot. Nobody there to get a stick on it.
Good keep by Schillinger.
Good offensive zone work here from Kennett. See if they can get this to pay off. Down low. More work along the boards.
Another good keep by Schillinger.
Cucinato in the corner. Puts that out into the middle. It's a stick and heads to the far corner. Harriton with the loose puck. Finally able to get it past Schillinger, but not by much. DeWitt puts it back in. Chipped away. Harriton was off on a change, but they were able to come out in time. Cucinato tries to cut in through a few, but nothing there. Turnaround opportunity, hits a skate. Puck brought back in offsides by Henry, so we'll get a whistle. 2:39 now as time starts to drift away from Kennett. Opportunity to climb back into this. Looks like Coach Joe's going to call a timeout, try and get his troops gathered. See if they can climb back within 1.
The line of DeWitt, Kelly, and Shortledge have had a lot of zone time tonight. I guess they've had all 3 goals, but I'd like to see more scoring chances in that last shift. They had the puck in the zone, but we didn't get a lot of chances there.
So really, I think it was that poor performance in the first period that really put Kennett behind the 8 ball. They played pretty well. They definitely played well in the second period, and they started off the third period, but
yeah, the first half of that first period looked like they weren't quite ready to go. Gave up 3 goals.
Still on that Thanksgiving break.
Or maybe because it was 10 o'clock on a Monday night. Although that should be their prime time. I think teenagers, right? 16-year-olds, like.
Oh, yeah.
They're just getting started that time. Although I don't really know what a good time is for a teenager. I don't think it's the morning. I don't think it's the
Definitely not
daytime.
I would definitely say it's not the morning.
I don't think it's the night. I don't think there is a good time for them, really.
Fisher, Mott, Ganley out there on this with Schillinger and Kuchnada, the defense pair. Battle for it at the blue line.
See if Mott's going to come to the net here. I think they're going to try to get Aiden out of the net here sooner rather than later.
One in offsides, so they'll face this off in the neutral zone. Chip that at there. Able to keep that away from Rabinowitz. They try to move it, get it passed along the boards, but Rabinowitz gets it. He's got a step in, makes the move, can't get it past Mott. Try to feed it back out into the middle.
Nice save.
Kuchnada able to get that. Rabinowitz gathers the loose puck. Schillinger. Fisher work on him. Schillinger finally gets the puck, and he'll feed it up. Looking for Lucas. Lucas will go rink wide, but that's cut off. Put back in. He plays that to Fisher. Fisher up to Kuchnada. Time ticking away, under 2 minutes now. Kuchnada in across the blue line.
Here comes Mott.
Mott heads to the bench. Extra attacker out for Kennett. Puck up around the boards. Kelly comes in. He's stood up on that, and it's forced out to the middle. Fisher goes back to pick that up. Empty net for Kennett. Up to Kuchnada, the blue line. They'll turn around. They go in on sides. Kuchnada leaned on by Shen. Puck still sits there. Finally sent all the way to the near side here. Work for it at the blue line. Empty net for Kennett. Fed all the way across. Ganley in across the line, takes the shot. As we get down to the final minute, Zangarelli will make that save and hang on. I'm not even sure. When's our next game?
I think it's next Monday. I think it's next Monday, next Friday. Or, I don't even know. I'm just.
So we've got nothing for you at home.
I don't know. I'm just speculating.
Kuchnada, center ice. Under a minute to play. Kennett trails by 2. Empty net. Puck chopped at in the middle. Yee with it. He's leaned on by Colin.
Kennett needs 2 here, not 1. They'd like to see a little more.
DeWitt in the neutral zone. He's pressured there. Shortledge had that knocked off of his stick. He's finally able to get over to Kuchnada. 25 seconds. Puck goes through the slot. Turnaround opportunity there. Forced behind the net. Kuchnada ridden off that play. They're able to get it up into the neutral zone. Schillinger looking for Colin. Tipped back out the other direction. Final few seconds will tick away from this one. Kennett will lose the second game to Harriton, where they won the first. Final score of this, Harriton 5, Kennett 3. I want to thank everybody for joining us once again on this late Monday night hockey game. And we will see you at our next broadcast, again, as we were just saying. Not quite sure when that is, but we will see you then. So once again, a thank you to Mr. Mott for running the camera for us. Mr. Shortledge, our color commentary. I'm Ed Henry. We'll see you next time.